All right, let's go to the AFC East. This division filled with quarterback storylines. Aaron Rodgers is back. He's healthy, folks, aiming to end the Jets' 13-year playoff drought and lead them back to the Super Bowl for the first time since 1968 when they won. Wow, 68. Josh Allen and the New Look Bills have won the AFC East each of the last 4 seasons, but have yet to make a Super Bowl appearance. Allen aims to reach a Super Bowl without star wide receiver Stephon Diggs, who is traded to Houston. Another thing in your favor. The Dolphins have made the playoffs in consecutive seasons, but haven't won a playoff game since 2000. Tua Tagovailoa led the league in passing yards in 2023, is looking to prove that Miami can compete with the top teams come playoff time. And the Patriots, they've got a lot of question marks, especially still looking who's going to replace Tom Brady at that quarterback position. Randy, which AFC East quarterback do you feel like has the most to prove? Because that's quite a list right there.
Yeah, I think any answer
is the right answer, right?
Easy answer.
It's your bad man.
It's actually not
it's your
an
bad
easy
man.
answer.
It's Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my God!
Come on. Aaron Rodgers. Listen, Aaron Rodgers has to prove. Aaron Rodgers has to prove that he's worth it.
How much I talk to?
He has to prove he's worth all of it. All of the headache, all of the Egypt trips, all of the T-shirts, all of the appearances, all of the content.
People are so mad about Egypt.
All of the content off the field. He's got to prove.
So multiple-time league MVP and a Super Bowl champion has to prove, because you know what, he's been cleansing his body and going on vacation trips, Lord, and isolating himself in darkness for a few days. So he's got to prove himself, right?
You've talked about diamonds. You talked about Dak Prescott.
Oh my Lord!
How old are Aaron Rodgers' diamonds, Stephen A? They're in yellow gold. They're
At least he has them. At least he has. Yeah. Hey, what's that ring made of? What's that Super Bowl championship made of? There's a few diamonds.
Probably got a couple in 2012. Maybe you'll remember.
What they made of?
2012? What were you doing in 2012?
Yeah, but Stephen A., you're the one who coined him the bad man.
He is a bad man.
So shouldn't he have more Super Bowls based on his talent? You were down on him, Stephen A.
I just noticed that we have on similar colors.
Yeah, no, we didn't get the memo.
I don't like
Okay, but you were down on him, Stephen A. You were started to get down on Aaron Rodgers, too. For his potential, we were thinking
I was mad at him because of the whole immunization thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then on top of that, them losing a playoff game to San Francisco.
Exactly. He has not been great in the playoffs.
It was very disappointing.
All things non-football. He's a content factory. He is great with words. He can parse things.
I love him.
All that stuff. I get it.
Right.
On the field where it matters, his last full season, less than 3,700 yards.
Yeah.
He didn't have a single 300-yard passing game. In today's NFL, Stephen A., maybe back in 2012 that was okay, but in today's NFL, didn't have a 300-yard passing game. He had as many 3 interception games as he had 3 touchdown games, and this was 2 years ago. And he's on the wrong side of 40. As somebody who's been through a midlife crisis, and I got 4 tattoos to show for it, this man's midlife crisis is ayahuasca, Egypt trips, and sparring with his head coach in the media in the biggest city in the world.
That doesn't sound like a midlife crisis to me. That's number one.
Sound like a good time.
It sounds like distracting. It sounds like
who's running SportsCenter?
Really? 4
I mean,
tattoos?
there's something going on.
What's the best one?
There's something going on. I got to talk to the bosses for SportsCenter. What's going on? They get y'all up too early? They let y'all go to sleep too late? What the hell is up?
Geo coordinates.
Go ahead, Gary.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You went for it.
Go ahead.
Randy, we set the over-under on 20 minutes when Randy was going to say that he's tattooed 4 times, and we hit the under. So anybody who hit the under, congratulations.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dak Prescott looking for attention. Go ahead. No, keep
Cash
going.
your ticket in. And
Only by a minute.
Fault a guy for going on vacation one time. Okay.
Oh, sure.
As a guy who's very familiar with Disney's...
We can keep it going.
with Disney's PTO.
Let's move on.
Okay, listen.
Let's move on.
The only answer to this question is Josh Allen.
Oh, my God.
Stephen A., come on. We were so close to being in lockstep. You were about to get
We are
Randy
nowhere
out.
close to being in lockstep. I'm wondering about you right now.
Let me try to...
I mean, what? Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
As Molly so perfectly delivered it, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills have been winners of the AFC East 4 times over. They have lost in 3 straight divisional rounds. Every single time our rankings come out of best quarterbacks in the league, Josh Allen is quickly in the first sentence of that, or very, very closely follows up that first sentence, your top 3 of Mahomes, Lamar, and then it's, some people put Dak Prescott in there, and then Josh Allen.
Who puts Dak
I'm under the most pressure, the Bills have won 4 straight division titles. He just lost his top 2 weapons. Gabe Davis, no longer there. Stephon Diggs, now he's in Houston. Who is he going to throw to? I believe Curtis Samuel, 611 yards. He's coming over from Washington. Keon Coleman, all signs pointing to he might be gangbreakers, right? He's a walking soundbite. Hopefully he's just as effective on the field. And additionally to that, Buffalo's complete secondary is depleted. So it's now going to be more on Josh Allen's shoulders to actually produce for the Bills because the expectation has been so high for him since he took over in Buffalo.
He's going to have to win
and
shootouts.
And the city of Buffalo deserves
Who's he going to?
A Super Bowl.
That's true.
You know, I used to look forward to going on SportsCenter.
We would love to have you back.
Yeah,
no, you didn't.
I mean, I love doing SportsCenter. I really, really do. You know, you do First Take. And then
you don't do SportsCenter hits anymore?
I mean, listen. They call me sometimes, but they know I'm busy. So, you know, I appreciate the break and all that stuff. But I'll always be there for my SportsCenter people, always. It's flagship. We know this. I'm just saying there's an expectation. I know what they know. I know how knowledgeable they are. I can't believe how people's perspectives get warped. What the hell has happened to y'all? You with Aaron Rodgers, you with Josh Allen. Tua Tagovailoa.
The golden kid?
Let me break this down. I got some numbers for you. You appreciate that because you're spitting out data, right?
I'm a numbers guy.
So let me break it down.
I'm a numbers guy.
That's the Polish side.
All right, there we go. Let me break this down for you. Let me help you out. Hold on to this for SportsCenter. Tua, 1-6 versus winning teams last year. 10-1 versus losing teams. So as the competition elevates, he shrinks. That's number one. Number two, his record versus winning teams, 227 yards passing per game, 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. But against the losing teams, 293 yards, 22 touchdowns, just 8 interceptions. Dolphins haven't won a playoff game since 2000, right? Remember that, okay? So now here we go here. This is the big one for me. Tua Tagovailoa in a clean pocket, including playoffs. 75% of the dropbacks, 75% completions. Okay, 28 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Under pressure, 40% completions. 20.
Less than ideal.
Hold on,
yeah.
hold on, Molly. 75% completions compared to 40% completions. 28 touchdowns compared to 2.
Stephen A.
And you're telling me that's
less than ideal.
Really?
Hold up. First
That's
of
an
all,
offensive line issue.
Hold on, Stephen A.
Yes.
No one is thinking about Miami. First of all, Tua already got paid. No one's expecting them to do anything. Josh Allen, he needs to be able to knock off Patrick Mahomes. That city needs a Super Bowl. And Aaron Rodgers is trying to like resurrect his whole career the same way Tom Brady went to another team and was able to win a Super Bowl. Peyton Manning. He was spoken about amongst the greats.
Molly.
What?
Excellent point.
But I'm saying they actually
such fabulous
there's
eloquence.
something on the line.
The bottom line is,
on the line for Miami.
Molly, the matriarch of First Take.
What?
The question is, AFC East quarterback with most to prove.
Yeah, they don't have anything to prove because no one's even thinking about them.
Thank you, Molly.
No one's thinking about them.
Excuse me. They were a playoff team. They got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. They have thought about a lot. That's number one. Number two, they are.
Oh, really?
Number
you think they might win a Super Bowl like the Jets potentially and the Buffalo Bills?
I'm getting ready to tell you why I don't believe that because of what I have consistently said. And this is a big thing with me. It has nothing to do with just Miami.
Okay.
It's Miami. It's any team with beautiful weather. The second you said to me, Kansas City was going up against Miami, what was my first question to you? What's the weather?
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
What's the weather? And the minute they said it's going to be like -10, it's a wrap. Because when you are accustomed to beautiful weather, it's hard to go under those confines. Thirdly, not only that, Tua is short. He needs a clean pocket. The pressure, when it gets to him, it statistically and beyond, it is a flagrant drop-off.
They're not winning a Super Bowl.
Excuse me.
And they're depleted by injuries.
We're talking about him.
Miami's not healthy.
We're talking about him.
I got something
Aaron
for my
Rodgers went down to 4th play of the game.
I got
4th place of the season over.
I got something for my man. Who's the one winning quarterback that Tua beat last year? Dak Prescott.
Okay, that was flagrant.
Ooh.
Okay, you didn't have to do all that.
Did we not do that here? I'll get that. I got it. No, it's fine. I got it.